All right, artists, today we are going to be creating a graffiti art piece with our name. So what you need to do is open up a new tab by hitting the plus button, and you're going to type in Google Drawing. Here's a little shortcut to get to it. First choice says Google Drawings. Click on that, and it should open up a new file for us. Now the first thing we need to do is type out each of the letters for the name. So what we're going to go into is the Insert tab up at the top, and you're going to go into Word Art. You need to do each letter individually. All right, so the first letter from my name is an M. So I held down the Shift key so that it would be capital and clicked M, Enter, and I have my first letter. Now here's where it kind of gets fun. You get to choose whatever kind of font you would like here. So up here where it says Arial, if I click on this, this is all the different fonts that Google Drawings offers. I'm going to choose one that kind of looks like a handwriting style, but you could choose anything you would like. I'm going to go with that one. Now I'm going to change the color to this by hitting the paint bucket. We want this to be a gradient. A lot of times when you look at graffiti art, the artists use a spray paint and will change the colors. So you're going to go into gradient and then hit the plus button to make your own individual color. So when I look at this value scale at the bottom, I see one color here, which is light gray, and at the other end of the value scale is a dark gray. I want the lightest gray to be a pink. So I clicked on that gray color, and I'm going to go for pink. But you could, of course, choose whatever color you would like. Now, if you like it with the gray, you could leave it. But if you want to choose a different color for the opposite end of the value scale, click over here at the dark side and change that as well. I'm going to go with that blue. Now, if you really want to add a third color in here, hit the Add button, and we'll add a third gradient. You could add something radical like green, or you could keep it in the same color family and go with purple or pink. I think I'm going to go with a darker purple. Once I have a gradient that I like, I'm going to hit OK. And that changed my letter to whatever gradient I created. Now when you look at graffiti artwork, the letters are all really bold. So one way we can make those letters bold is by adding a border weight. So up here at the top, right next to the line tool, is the border weight, and that's how thick it's going to be. You want like 8 or more. You can kind of experiment with how you want it to be. I think for this one, I'm going to have to go a little bit less just because of the text that I chose. All right. Now I need to make a copy of this. This is the second way you can make your letter bold. So right click, hit copy, right click again, and hit paste. And it made an exact copy of my letter. Click on the first letter and change that color to solid black. And it looks like a little shadow. All right. So if I look at my M, it's got more than just one dimension. Now when I go to move these around, I don't want to have to fuss with 2 separate letters. So here's a really cool trick. Click up above and drag your mouse, and it highlights both these letters. Right click again and click on group. That turns these 2 shapes into one solid shape. So if I move these, it moves all together as one. All right. I'm going to move this to the right because I read from right to left, and I'm ready to make the next letter. So again, insert, word art, my R, enter. I need to change the font, so I go up to Arial, the one that I chose. If you wanted to switch and do a different kind of font for the second letter, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to keep it the same though, so they feel like they belong together. Now I need to make the gradient, so I'm going to go to Fill, Gradient, and it remembered exactly what I had created, so I can just click that and copy it in there. Now I need to make it bolder. So the first way I did that was border weight. I think for that one I did a 4. And then I need to make a shadow. So right click, copy, right click, paste. This first one needs to be black. And then I want them to be together, so I'll right click above and drag my mouse, right click, and group. Lots of clicking. There's group. Now these two, or this one's going to fit with that one. Now if you have kind of like a cursive font and you want them to like really fit together like they are just kind of one solid shape. See how I'm kind of nuzzling these two next to each other? This M though feels like it should be on top. So I'm going to click on the M, go to Arrange, and then Order, and bring to the front. That kind of brings the M in front of the R. Now what I like to do is I like to get these two letters combined into one group as soon as I get them how I like, so that nothing's going to wiggle around. So I just clicked above, drag to select, and I'm going to group all of that together. So this is finalized. I like how this looks. No matter what happens, my M and my R are looking pretty good. You need to add each letter using those steps to create your word art. So I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to talk about your next step. Alright, I have one more letter in my name. I need a C here, but I'm going to move on and show you what to do to finish this off. So I'm going to put this kind of in the center, pretending it's finished. The next thing I want you to add is a shape to go around these letters. Graffiti artists really need to work hard to make sure that their artwork stands out against all of the things that are found in the city. So they need to use bright shapes or bold shapes, bright colors. So we need something to make these letters pop. Otherwise, they'll just blend in with the brick wall that we make. So I'm going to go into Insert and go to Line. And we've worked a little bit with that polyline tool. You could also use the curved line, but I'm going to try polyline because it looks a little bit more angular. Again, it's up to you. So either curve or polyline. And polyline tool can be a little bit tricky, but the little cursor has come up. I'm going to click and drag, and every time I click, it puts a new anchor point down. Click, anchor, drag. Click, anchor, drag. And I'm just putting an organic shape in so that my text is really going to stand out against that brick wall. Now, you can start to see when these connect together, it will make a shape. Right now it's on top of my letters, but that's okay. I know how to fix that. Go up to Arrange, go to Order, and Send to Back. And there comes my letters. So click on that shape, and I'm going to make this a bright green so it really pops. Okay, looks pretty cool. Last thing you're going to need to do is add a wall. Alright, I'm going to make this border nice and bold too. So go up to Insert an Image, and we're going to search the web for a brick wall. So over on the right side, it's going to search Google Images. I'm going to type in brick wall, enter. And there's all sorts of ones that you could choose from. So go with something that you think would look good. This is a clip art brick wall. I don't know if that would really work for our design. So maybe choose something that's like a photograph, not like something like this. I saw a good one here. I'll go with that one. And then I'm going to hit Insert. And my brick wall is in there. But again, it's on top of my letters. No problem. Just go to Arrange, Order, Send to Back. And here's my artwork. Okay. When this is finished, you're going to share it with me and put it on Artsonia. But in order for me to find it easily, I would love for you to title it. So up here in the left corner, it says Untitled Drawing. Click on that and delete it. And I want you to write your last name, Calvert, and Graffiti. That tells me whose it is and what kind of document I'm going to be opening up. We're also going to talk about how to load this onto Artsonia so it's on your portfolio as well. Alright, now to share, here's the share button up at the top. You would click on that and type in my email. Easy peasy, and then I can print it out for you. Alright, I can't wait to see these graffiti arts.